pay off with us staying out longer than everyone else. They talked about a wing adjustment. They vetoed that wing adjustment and a crash on the track.
Huge crash on the front straightaway. Looks like Connor Daly and I believe Joseph Newgarden. Big hit coming into the tri-ovals.
See Joseph Newgarden moving in the car. That is a big relief.
All right, let's go back and take a look. Up at the top of your screen, Connor Daly loose.
Connor got loose.
Oh!
Yeah, Connor just got loose, corrected, and went up into the track into Joseph, and now Joseph's upside down, and the front spins around, and Connor's car pushing it right into the wall, into the safer barrier. It's a good thing that was safer barrier and not concrete. And these two guys are the best of buddies, too. They're best friends. So this is a double hard.
To the driver of the yellow submarine. Wow, that is big. Wicked wiggle at the apex of turn 4. That could have been
turn 3,
even worse. Sorry, 3.
He stopped in turn 4 because of the speed you're carrying. And I'll tell you what, guys, once you hit the first time and get rid of that crash structure, when you go in a second time, the same way Callum Islet did and the way Scott McLaughlin's doing it right here, that second impact hurts so much.
Watch how close Carpenter is. Just stuck to the inside. I'll tell you what, had he not caught that first one and gotten the nose back, it could have looked a lot like your crash in turn 3 back in the day, James. That was a brutal angle at a huge entry speed.
Sweep to the outside. Kevin Simpson in the grass through the air on the outside of turn 1. Our pole sitter.
Straight. Rossi's in the orange car. Ferrucci goes to the high side. These two did not like each other in practice on Friday, and Ward goes to the front.
Ward on the inside of Marcus Ericsson and spins. Pato Ward has crashed out of the Indianapolis 500.
That was a wild ride for Pato O'Ward. Thought about going to the inside, came up, went back down for a late move. Other cars involved. Augustine Canapino moving slowly, and it looks like one of the Meyer Shankage. Oh! No control, obviously, for Canapino. Hits the stopped car of Pato O'Ward. Carnage in 3.
Simon Pagino is the pink and white Meyer Shank car. Canapino comes to a rest. Just loses it. Looks a lot like Rinus VeeKay in a very similar spot.
Much earlier in the corner, it seems like he lost the back end, got all the way around, on board from Christian Lundgaard right now, not knowing which way to go, trying to keep his own car from spinning out, hitting debris. Have to worry about a puncture now from that sharp shards of...
Rossi ahead of Pato O'Ward, and a big crash. That's Linus Lundqvist into the wall. The rookie finds out the hard way how the speedway bites on this Thursday practice session. Oh boy. Lower side of your screen. Wow.
That could have been a lot worse, actually, Diff. He managed to hang on to that thing in a slide a lot longer than you normally do. And then to not have the car hook back to the inside wall.
Go through here, guys. The car on the very top, okay, which is Jay Howard. We're going to roll this through now. Well, look at Jay. He's already way off the line. He's off the dark patch of the racetrack, which we call the racing line. He's up in the gray. He's lost control of the car. He's hoping he's not going to hit the wall. He impacts the wall, comes off the wall, just misses the 10 of Tony Kanaan. Unfortunately, Scott Dixon is right there up and over the front of the car. Car hits on the top of the wall. The safety cell on these cars, guys, I can't tell you how strong they are. An awful accident, but as we saw, Scott Dixon right there, hands away from the steering wheel. We saw him get out, and when we first went to this frame, when we first saw this accident...
Running a little quicker than we expected, that was a good problem.
My goodness.
He had big speeds going, was averaging mid-231s. It snapped loose, it wiggled on him, he caught it, and it pancaked the wall. So similar to Sebastian Bourdais.
So, that is the risk.
They go to a spare, watch this. So he turns in for turn 2, it wiggles, and boom.
You know what? Heck of a save. He just ran out of road. Turn 10, just a little hot on the brakes, locks the left front. He thinks about trying to maybe take the overshoot, and he's like, I can make the corner, and he just runs out of room. New this year is the conveyor belt wrap on those tires. It did a good job producing a glancing blow for Armstrong, but unfortunately that contact is too much. It chews up the right.
Exactly what happened in this 15-car melee.
And Eddie, as we know, when you're driving along at these speeds, you're going the length of a football field in less than a second. So if something happens in front of you, you can never have enough reaction time.
It's impossible. You have no time to do anything. What happens maybe is just a small miscommunication between two drivers. Somebody spins and you have 20 cars.
Pretty early in the corner, which means a very direct angle into that turn 2 wall. Now the left front is collapsed there after he hit the wall, and I wonder, did something break or did that slap? Yeah, it slapped the wall there. Kind of a rear 3/4 impact. The left front came around and slipped.
Right there, Pato O'Ward, they both became first-time winners.
Ray Hall lost it out of the pits.
Cold
Right in
tires.
front of the leaders. That was, a tire was hit.
And
That's
a
not
tire
good.
went into the infield. He was coming out and trying to hustle it on the warm-up lane, and it's so easy to do. Cold tires, narrow track, and he lost it right in front of that hit. Look.
Not his fault at all.
it did.
Oh my gosh.
And then that tire rolled out into the middle of the track, bounced off the wall, right into Connor Daly's path, and he hit it like a football.
Nothing Graham Rahal could do. We thought he lost it, and he didn't. He just lost the left rear.
Now watch this. Here you're going to see. Boom. And that is, without the arrow screen.
Smith 7, Keselowski 22, Stewart 33, and contact! Smith turned around. Tony Stewart is going to win this race. A terrible crash coming to the finish.
This is a big wreck.
Kyle Larson's car with the front end severely torn off.
Here, behind me here on pit lane are all 4 of the Andretti Autosport cars, all on pit lane. They all had their engine. Come on, we got a car on the wall, Nick.
Oh, we've got 2 of them. Nolan Seigel was the first one to slide up the racetrack and hit the wall, and as he was backed up against the turns 1 and 2 wall, Davey, all of a sudden Ernie
to racing in this Sonax Chevrolet will be special again.
Oh boy, big spin in turn 1, huge hit in the short chute.
Oh, that was scary.
Wow, moving in the cockpit, crawled all over the apron. Let's take another look here at full speed, turning into the wind. And boy, it was very positive, very quickly for VK. below the white line, but nothing abnormal about the line there.
Wow, horrifying accident. Look at the car going in the air.
Mike Conway getting underneath Ryan Hunter-Reay into the catch fence in the north end. Wow.
Into the catch fence. Here it is again. Replay. Watch this. Another replay. It's Mike Conway airborne into the catch fence.
Was that a big moment from Colton Herta?
Oh my gosh, Colton Herta upside down.
Wow. My goodness. I just saw a huge correction as we were cutting from the shot, and Colton Herta.
All good.
Not even come to a stop, and he's on the
all good.
radio.
I don't think so. All good. Certainly, I'm glad he's saying all good. But turn two.
Now. Just wait for safety to get here. Just stay.
Power. Let's see what happened here. It just loosened up with him.
Whoa, whoa. Oh, he almost got it. Wow, went up and over. Front end just got a little bit up in the air. The wind caught it. And then a secondary impact. Man, he's got fast hands, man. The fact that that wasn't a spin the first time around. Boom. Man, that safer barrier did its job in a big way.
Now, I said the tub was destroyed. We'll have to see here. It's the secondary impact when he's inverted. Look at that thing come down. There goes our camera. And watch this second hit. So the nose is sort of halfway off at this point. You can see the hinge point there on the front nose. And then he's going to hit upside down nose first.
And it's just so disorienting for the drivers. No idea where he is on track right now. No idea a secondary impact is coming. And there it is, Townsend.
But look at the margin between the road.
The outside of Felix Rosenquist moves that shell car.
Oh!
Felix in the wall, big time.
This is going to be a big hit right here. I don't know if he's going to keep it out of the turn 2 wall. Oh, no!
Kirkwood.
Ooh.
Kirkwood upside down.
Guys, this will be a red flag almost certainly. Huge impact.
Around him. Getting a little high.
Yeah, when the car in front of you comes down, it takes a bit of the air off your front wing. You lose some front grip. Joseph left him some room on the bottom. It's not like he took all the racetrack. You see that, but Felix just getting in the dirty air. And then, yeah, once you hit that
point, that right front steering arm is broken, and he can't steer the car. He's out of control and just a passenger. And here comes Kyle Kirkwood, almost avoids it as the left rear comes off. And a vicious crash for Kirkwood. Cockpit first along the safer barrier.
That he can take from some different teams. Oh, car in the wall in turn 4. That's one of the Andretti cars. Marcus Ericsson, big time crash.
And he might catch the attenuator. Oh, 3 impacts outside of turn 4, inside of turn 4, and then the attenuator, massive shunt, just gets down onto that curb. It upset the car just a tiny bit, and by the time he caught it, he was out in the gray, nothing he could do, hands off the wheel. Oh. Everyone.
Series competition. Oh, it's Pato O'Ward. What an eventful start to the day for Pato.
That's a very bizarre. He said it just broke, and I think he means something in the car.
I think the left rear suspension looks like the.
I wonder if he clipped a wall maybe earlier in the lap.
It's a good point.
I don't see any mark on the tire, though. I didn't see that. But
as we get a replay here, but he's just high and in the marbles. And we just don't know what led to him getting high in the first place on that replay. But heavy right side contact as you see that tie rod come off and go dragging down the track.
Makes you wonder if it was a late move from Graham Rahal there in the 24 blue and white car for Dreyer Reinbold. Yeah, side by side there. You just can't do it this late in the stint, Townsend. Over 90 laps of green flag.
and maybe take a win here at Road America. Lap 45, we've got 6 laps to go, 5 as soon as they cross the flag next time. It's going to be close as we look at the battle with Catherine Legg, Oil Service.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God! Massive accident. Oh my God! That is the motor. A car, the tub landed upside down.
That is the kink.
I don't know who that is.
Both course yellow.
Might be
We don't know who that is right now, but that is the fastest part of the track. Down at the exit of the kink there, turn 11. That is a very, very scary place indeed. And
heavily compromised. Let's see if my theory holds true. Oh boy. Almost went out of the park. It's right on board.
It sounded like the throttle stuck.
Holy cow. The throttle did stick.
Alexander Rossi pretty well smoked on the front straightaway. Now Ryan Hunter-Reay is to the inside. Huge crash. Hunter-Reay, Sato. Oh no, and Rossi is in it.
A lot of cars.
Up in the fence is Rosenquist.
This is disastrous for Rossi in the championship. His teammate was involved like he was last year.
Sato goes to the outside. They're now 3 wide.
They just squeezed him. Sato just came
down
over
on Rossi.
Yeah, he just came down on top of Rossi and then swept everybody out. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
look at that.
Man.
Up in the fence. So, very hard hit for Rosenquist. Very, very lucky.
I'm so glad that Rosenquist stayed out of the fence in terms of the...
Exactly what the driver of the 28 was dealing with. And like we've seen from VK and Ilott, the 2 drivers that crashed earlier, the rear end just steps out in traffic, and that is a massive left side hit. As you see suspension arms, steering arms, big pieces of debris going down the racetrack.
View from Graham Rahal.
Wow.
You could hear the debris.